Welcome, everyone, to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Brooklyn Nets. And the Bulls start out with the ball. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Harper.
Wow, what a throwdown. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Williams dishes to Johnson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
Well, I tell you what, that is a lot harder than it appears. You got to get your body angled just right to shield you from the defense.
Jordan against Johnson from 8. And Jordan with the nice inside bucket. Jordan's got his second bucket.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
In low to Garnett. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And the dunk by Jordan.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
Such an imposing finisher around the rim. Intimidating to the defense, really.
Here is Williams. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 6. That's good. Jordan's got 8.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Williams attacking. Good on the shot.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100% can't do better than that.
Nets on defense. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy. A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Here's Jordan. Buries it down low. 10 points for him.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Harper against Williams. Here's Bogdanovich, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Williams in the post, working on Plumlee. Oh, he misses the dunk. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Bogdanovich. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Bulls trail by 3. And here's Jordan outside, and that one's good. Jordan's got 13.
Offensively, his quarter has been perfect. Not a single missed shot. They got to keep riding it.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Lionel Hollins. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Thank you very much, Doris. And the defensive strategy guys being heavily enforced by the coaching staff.
And that's in large part because of the talent they have on that side of the ball. A lot of length, speed, quick hands. They've got a lot of ability on that side of the floor.
Well, when you've got the horses, you've got to ride them and let them run. And defensively, they've definitely got some horses.
Here's Williams, and it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. And a new group in for the Nets. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Garnett. Karolinko comes in for Bogdanovich. Allen Anderson's checked in for Johnson. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Williams. Longley's checked in for Chicago. Kerr comes in for Ron Harper.
I can tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
The Nets with the lead. And Jack, here we go. Soft touch off the glass.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Kerr's shot is good.
Well, it's definitely been a shootout, but the team that can start playing some defense might have an edge.
And Jack kicks to Anderson. Pass to Plumlee. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
The three, Pippen, and he drains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Well, now that we can see the replay, it looks like he did get the shot off in time. It looked that way to me originally, and that's the call we should see here.
You're right. I think he got it off, but anytime it's as close a call as that was, in a big situation like this, it's always smart to take a closer look.
And the official call is in. It's ruled a basket. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
And Kevin, this is exactly why we have this rule. And I think they made a great decision putting the rule in. The main thing is you want to get it right. And they definitely got this one right looking at the replay.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong, and they've put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
Andrei Kirilenko is out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then it's Plumlee. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Anderson in at the 2. So that's the Nets 5.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
The Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game here. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Jack with it. Outside Kirilenko. Poke loose. Now here is Jack. And he gets it to go. Jack's got 4 this quarter.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Jordan. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Jordan's got 17. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
Kirilenko the pass to Anderson. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist total. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams. Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier. You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school, just physical play in the paint, dominate. Oh, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And a new group in for the Nets. Kevin Garnett is checked in for Plumlee. Bogdanovich comes in for Mirza Teletovic. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Allen Anderson. Deron Williams is subbed in for Jarrett Jack. And Chicago also making a switch. Williams is checked in. Dishes it to Pippen. Three-pointer. And he gets it to go. Pippen's got 6 points in the quarter.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
And Williams, here we go. That is good.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Kerr's shot is good. Kerr's got 5 now. And here are the Nets. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Yeah, some good matchups. And that New York Knicks game is one I'll have an eye on.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark. It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Shot's good by Williams.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them. These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Out to the right wing. Here's Bogdanovich. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Bogdanovich has got 9.
Another lead change. How many of these are we going to have?
I don't know, Steve, but the momentum of this game has certainly swung like a pendulum.
Jordan with the bucket.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Good if it goes. Oh, he put it down!
It'll count.
What a shot!
I think that one was
at
good.
the buzzer.
Oh, free points right there at the end of the quarter.
Only about 1 in 50 of those go down, but that's why you chuck them up there. You want to give yourself a chance.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Bulls lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to get into the lane every time possible.
Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
So for Chicago right now, we've got Williams. Tony Kukoc is out there with Pippen. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harper in at the 1 spot. The shot by Jordan, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Now Williams, 14 points for him. And Bogdanovich kicks to Johnson. The Nets working the ball around now. And the Nets, another 3. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Steve, he's enjoying every second of it.
Yes, me too. Man, this has been great, guys. The fans getting their money's worth here. Both teams just playing so hard out there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. Deron Williams has been battling ankle injuries the last several years. It's taken not just a physical toll, but a mental one as well. As Deron has said, I used to step on the court and feel like I was the best player no matter who I played against. I've got to get back to that. Even if I'm not the best player on the court, I've got to feel like I am. Guys?
Certainly a player to root for. Thanks, Doris. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Kevin Garnett. It's Williams with the drive. There's the bucket. Good. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Open for 3, and he gets it to go.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
Inside, here's Bogdanovich. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Bogdanovich has got 16. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Celtics in Boston. Shots good by Pippen.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, you got to get some bodies out there defensively, though. I mean, things are way too easy out beyond the three-point arc. Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
And the Nets making a change here. Jack's checked in. Longley's checked in for Chicago. Harper's shot's good.
Back-to-back threes for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
It does look like their energy is lacking at this point.
Williams dishes to Jack. Banked in off the glass. 10 points for him.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Every time it seems like one team makes a run, there's a response.
Yeah, this has been teeter-tottering back and forth like a seesaw.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Now, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
The Nets making a switch here. Kirilenko's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Kerr's checked in for Jordan.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Williams attacking. Jacks up a three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Pippen with the bucket.
Wow. Wow. What a great performance from him. He's hit 3 in each half.
Shot by Jack. Wide open. And again, it's Brooklyn converted.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
And here's Kerr from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Kerr's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Williams gets the bucket.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Garnett comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Allen Anderson subbed in for Mirza Teletovic. Wide open look. That's good on the jump shot. Harper's got 7 points for the quarter. And here's Brooklyn.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hang on to it.
And that's probably what they're going to do here.
It's Anderson with the drive. Longley grabs the miss.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's the Bulls. They're up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And our assist of the game here on replay, presented by State Farm. And this wasn't his only assist, folks. 9 assists on the night over the course of the game from Williams.
Kevin, it's been one great pass after another for him. Just a huge amount of scoring for that team's offense generated by his court vision.
We've got Bogdanovich, Garnett out there with Andre Kirilenko. Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's Johnson in at the 2 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Here's Jack, and the shot is good.
What a great battle these teams are waging today.
Yeah, you get the feeling, Steve, the game could swing on just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
Jordan the pass to Harper. Feeds it to Jordan. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage anyway. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. And he may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now is the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
Plumlee, he's checked in for Brooklyn. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. And he knocks down the first one.
How about Michael Jordan in this one? 34 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
Well, you got that right. You can tell he's on target because as soon as the ball leaves his hands, it looks like every single one of them is going in.
Scottie Pippen's checked in for Chicago. And so Jordan nails both of them. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And Jack, here we go. And he gets it to go. Jack's got 4 this quarter.
What's going on defensively there? A lack of focus, no concentration. Too easy.
Now here's Pippen. Tight defense on him. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Bogdanovich.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Shot by Jack. Wide open. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Harper kicks to Jordan. Shot from the wing. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Boy, he's been locked in. Anytime he's gotten an even halfway decent look, he's knocked it down.
And I think they'd be staring at a big deficit if they hadn't gotten the lights-out shooting he's given.
Williams is checked in for Longley. Johnson goes in. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Here's Jordan. Another one falls for Chicago.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Jack against Harper. Johnson attacking. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. And that's now 9 points for Johnson. The Bulls leading by 3. The feed to Harper. Outside Jordan. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Well, he couldn't have picked a better time to get on a roll like this.
Yeah, that's big time, Steve. I mean, he's hit 6 straight here in the fourth quarter in a close one. That's legendary type stuff. He's been hot here in the fourth, contributing big at the right time.
Well, he's basically hitting everything he's throwing up there. 4 for 4 shooting here in the quarter.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. They swipe it. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Pippen. He drains the quick shot. And it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
So deflating for a team. Clark coughing up the ball at one end, and then it turns into immediate points at the other end.
And it's just as much of a boost for the team getting those easy points off the steal.
Every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
It's stolen by Johnson. Outside Jack. Wide open. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Man, where's the defense? I mean, this has been pathetic at both ends.
Yeah, it has been pathetic defensively, but it's been exciting from an offensive standpoint. But if you like defense, then neither one of these teams deserves to win.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He feeds it to Johnson. From 11 feet away, it falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Boy, what a fantastic effort they're getting from Johnson right now.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second team.
24 seconds left in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul. drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Huge free throws there, and that could be the difference. It will force, more than likely, a desperation 3-point attempt.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Bogdanovic sinks it.
A crucial basket.
They needed it, and he gave it to him.
Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
It's a smart foul there. You've got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. And so it's Brooklyn with it.
And a chance here to send it into overtime.
Need a 3.
Joe Johnston on the wing. Outside Jack to tie it up. Count it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And it feels like the energy has just picked up big time here. Both teams now feeding off each other's intensity.
I don't know what was said in the locker rooms at halftime, Steve, but it's obvious both sides have responded well.
3, Pippen. Oh, he knocks it in, a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
Down it goes at the buzzer. A spectacular finish to this game.
Breathtaking, Steve. Absolutely breathtaking. I'm out of breath.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports.